Welcome back everyone to StoneHearth and of course to Aavakeen, where in the last episode we finally finished our gatehouse, and what a wonderful gatehouse it is. I think we can all agree this is the most swanky of swank. Let's go ahead, and I did say swank. Right, let's see. Honestly, I would like some lanterns in here. Right next to... Oh, no, that is in the wrong spot. Right next to the gatehouse itself, just so that we've got a bit more illumination there. There will do. There we are. Very, very nice. And, of course, the lights out here will be glorious. We've got plenty of traps around as well, and these as well shoots at enemies from a small distance. Okay. Engaged in combat. I imagine it will always be engaged in combat to a certain... in a certain sense. Right, now then, we could even have these down there. Well, imagine how pretty those would look. Actually, they are very, very, very bright as well. I wonder, would it look better to have these down there? It might do once we've dug the little moat that we're planning on. I think that might work really, really well. It is very pretty outside at the moment. Very pretty. We could have these, perhaps... situated at the side. We'll have a look into that. But this first, the first job that we're going to be working on is going to be setting up some new buildings for our herds of rabbits. However, before we get to that, now that is going to be the first main construction job. I would really, really like to find the Gong that was referenced. Where is this Gong? We've got Mountains Wind Chime. We're not making that. Pasture bedding? Large pasture animals will go to these during the night or bad weather. Place them under... So we can force... this is glorious. Okay, we are definitely going to have some really nice, proper pasture beds there. They have them in different types. Yes, we've got clay... ones in the clay area as well. Oh, that's fantastic. Truly marvelous decorative tray. Porcelain white tile. That is not a Gong. Porcelain wall tile. Also not a Gong. Mound of clay. I mean, honestly, if we've got the means to, go ahead. Maintain as many as I'm able. Am I maintaining any? No, I'm actually not maintaining any. Interesting. Well, from now on, maintain 5 of these, wherever possible. And likewise, maintain 5 of these, if you can. So we've always got some porcelain clay. Right. The Gong is almost certainly going to be an item made by my blacksmith, for obvious reasons. It's a Gong. Still, it's sometimes surprising, so I felt obliged to check everywhere first. Though maybe I should have gone straight to the place most likely to hide it. We can go ahead and get a little bit more done there, but we're going to hold off on that one. Right. Decorative Scout Gong, inspired by the Kobold Scout. Alright, even scouts are adorned with gold. Sure, let's get one of these built right away, please and thank you. We can make some more items as well, and I am... reasonably tempted to do so. We could get some more workers' tools, actually, and you know what? Actually, we're going to get the 2 workers' tools. I'd rather have those made now than not. We are not maintaining them. Let's change that. Let's maintain... Yeah, that is a much better way of doing it. Maintain at all times 1 steel workers' tools. You can have that fairly low down. Well, actually, no, pop that above the iron tools. But have them fairly low down because I don't want them taking steel from weapons. If we have spare steel, by all means, make that. If we do not, however, then please don't. Please don't waste my steel. Steel desert headdress. I would like this. Yes, let's get an upgrade from a cleric. Let's crack on with that one. Right, okay, daily update. We're shy on the food, but we are not shy on the net worth. We will be getting that very soon. Now then, our pasture. We want some sort of shelter, and I wouldn't mind it over the food area as well. Okay, let's have a look at what we can build then. It doesn't need to be a large thing. We can just make more of them if we need to. Or we can make ones for rabbits and then ones for larger critters. So, a new building. Yes, please. Small animal shelter. There we are. And let's see what we can do. We could go with a room. Sure, I don't see a reason not to. And we could make it a nice, reasonable size. Well, actually, let's go for a better designation of colors for this. The Iskender Trading Company is returned. That's fine. Yeah, we'll go with this. Or we could go with wood. Well, we're going to pause that for a moment then. The column should be something a bit lighter. Sure, light ash. And the floor. Let's go with... yeah, that one. I think the Congo brown will be particularly nice. Is it still going... am I still not doing it? Yes, I'm still not doing it. Damn it. My bad. Let's try that again, shall we? There we go. I just like the colours that we've got. No. Let's go for the column being of wood. There we are. It's going to look even better. I like it. Yes, yes, yes. We don't need it to be a tall building. Simply because this is going to be for our pastured animals, and they're small pastured animals. So let's sink the walls by 2 tiles each. That will be tall enough for our halflings still. There we are, and they can also sit under trees then as well, which will be quite nice, I think. We're going to get rid of the entire front wall. We don't want too much going on there. And sure, I see no particular reason not to have... well, actually, no, I do see a reason not to do that. And that is, simply put, that we want this to be a area where the animals can be safe from the elements. So we don't want to expose it too much. But I do like the idea of having this little area there exposed. So it's coming up to the wooden beam. I think that looks very nice. I think it's quite a fetching design, actually. Right, let's have a look. Now, furnishings. Is this going to come under furniture? Please tell me it is. There we are. Pasture bedding. We don't need this. This is for small pastured animals. So we can just have plenty of these. And we can drop a couple of these if we want to. There we are. We can have 5 in each. That's actually more than enough. We could have a few more as well if we really want to. And I see no reason... oh, damn it. No reason not to. We clicked on the cactus, unfortunately. There we are. And they can just all tucker in and be quite safe. If we could pop the feeding trough in here as well, well, that would be very nice. There we go. Yes, I really like that. I think this build is going to be glorious. Absolutely glorious. Right, we're going to need a roof, and it's going to be clay, and it's going to be green, I think. No, not that one. We want, there we go, and we'll recolor it then, as required. Right, let's, first things first, drop this right down. This does not need to be nearly that tall, and I don't want the back. Okay, apparently, I don't understand backs and fronts. To be fair, it's not that untrue. Right, there we go. That'll actually look quite nice. And how about we give a little bit of air moving through here as well? Just in case it gets a little bit stiflingly hot. With a lot of animals in an area, it probably will. There we go. So a little bit of airflow. But otherwise, this is a lovely little area. I actually really do like that. And should we keep it that colour? Honestly, it'll be the first building that has that. Yes, I like it. We are going to save this one. Saved. Donk. And build this for me, please. We will pop some lights in there as well. Of course we will. Probably just in the back there. But we've got an invasion to go and deal with, and that is going to be a very important one. But before we get to that, is there anything I want here? Right, bellflowers. Yes. Yes, indeed. Please and thank you. Right, immediately. Plumber Smack, I need you making those seeds. Those bright bells cannot be used for anything else. If you turn that into a bandage, I will... Oh, I'd be more than a little bit vexed. Bright bell seeds. There we go. This needs to be a top requirement. And I want to maintain 10 at the very top of this list. Do nothing else. Right, invaders approaching. Ah, there we go. Yes. Right, I want the entire town on alert. Please get inside. My military. I want you here. Go, go, go. Everyone move. Move quickly. Everyone get in. Where's everyone else? Ah, no, we've got too many people outside. They may not be able to get inside fast enough. Turrets? Oh. Wow. Wow. That ruined this ogre. Okay, those traps do not stay up for very long, to be fair. But, okay. My turret is not engaging the enemy. That is a little bit vexing. I need a wall. Okay, I hadn't considered that. That the enemies could just engage my turrets as easily. Then this has a flaw. Against ranged opponents, it has a flaw. So what we would want is some sort of protection that would shield the turret until the enemy are within range of the turret to attack. Okay, okay. That's something to learn, definitely. We may perhaps be able to get better turrets. Certainly, that's an option. I wonder if the turret will be replaced, though. It doesn't look like it. Let's pop that down all the same. Yeah, it looks like when they break a trap, that trap is gone for good. Okay. Not ideal, but it's fine. Plummet. Wait, what? Ah, you got a great protector. I was super excited for a second. Damn it. Right. How are you doing? Yep, you're pretty much already max. Okay. Well, I'm thinking Aquatami, change jobs. Time for you to switch to being an archer. Let's get you over there, Aquatami. Okay, well, that wasn't the best engagement, but yeah, it's not terrible either. Hopefully our engineer can sort that out a little bit. We could have some extra benches up the top, but that is quite the shame that these are not protection. I can, however, have an extra wall built up off this one that should look intentional, just curving around to meet the front here. That may force our enemies to engage. Alternatively, I could have... I think I can edit the building still. We're not going to do that in this episode. I want to observe it a little bit more before we do that. But I am pleased to have seen just how much damage that did. Because it did do a lot of damage to that ogre. That ogre really was not having a very happy day. Not even slightly. I am absolutely okay with this. Right, let's have a look down here. Hopefully we can get this going a little bit better. Oh, well done. Who's that? I want to know. You're a friend of animals. Isham. Not surprised at all. Well done, Isham. I approved. But with that, we can get rid of the mangers that we've... well, I would have called them feeding cross myself, but we can get rid of those as well. Now, can you actually get through here? I might not be able to. Can I hoist these out of the window places? Hopefully I can. Have we built... We still haven't built these rooms. Why not? That's a little bit annoying. Alright. Let's see if we can't encourage some folks to get... There we are. I could see them briefly. I saw... Yes, I see them. They're hidden, but I see them. Ah, thank goodness. My plan wasn't foolish, after all. I'm so happy about this. Let's get this one removed as well. And this one. And once those are all undeployed, then we should be good. Please don't stand just in the middle of this. Please. Are you getting food? Yes, now you're getting food. Good, good, good. Alright. Fairly happy with that as things go. And yes, we can build out a wall and it'll build off this wall there. We can even have some little archways at the bottom, but a full wall at the top, going right around to the front. That might be the best way of doing this. I can, of course, modify this front section. In fact, I could even draw out this wall and put a little bit of floor on there to make it look like that was intentional. Yeah, I'm not against this idea, honestly, of feeding our enemies straight into this area where all of the turrets will then engage. But up to that point, we could even have some sort of arch over here if I really wanted to. I think that idea would work reasonably well. How is everything going over here? It seems that we are out of something. What are we out of? We are out of... Really? We're out of wood again? With all of the wood around us. I really wish that our farmer wasn't simply gathering saplings and there was some sort of forester kind of role. Because it seems a bit silly. I've got effectively a forester to try and deal with that and not have to worry about it. But there we are. The fence has been removed. That is fantastic. I actually like having an outer wall. There's something about that just sits well with me, and that can come out and then be an archway here and then around. And the archway can funnel them in a little bit more, and then the turrets can start engaging. I think that's going to be a grander design there. But our little animal shelter over here is going together very, very nicely. Alright, have we got the gong to place down? Because I would really like to. Also, let's be honest. Let's be honest about this. Grand. I'm going to regret that so much, I know. It's going to kill us. Still, I'm going to do it. Though I might put it in a slightly better place. Perhaps behind the wall, behind the banner. Or maybe just there. Sure, actually we'll have it... I wish there was a little bit of an easier way of doing this. Having it centralized. Because that seems like it's hanging back too far. Wait. Alternatively, I could have it sat there. Ooh. Now we're cooking with fire. Yes, let's get that down. We're going to decorate this with all sorts of bits and bobs. Though, actually, Oggo's banner is probably unique. I'm not likely to get another banner even remotely similar. So, how about... if only I'd made that uneven. I did not, and that was a very, very silly move. We'll have it over here. We have slain Oggo. Oggo is no more. Oggo is an ex-Oggo. And I'm okay with that. There we go. So that's in position. How's the house going? Have they finished it? It's actually come together very well. Very well, in fact. Oh, so cute. Oh, my lord. That hurts my soul. It's so cute. My goodness. Right, well, that is fantastic. But we want the gong. We want to poke the bear. Scout's gong. Oh, that's a very large item. Should we put it on the outside? Should I make it very clear that we're ringing the Scout's gong? Could put it in front of my my items. I'm not going to. I could put it out here, perhaps. How big is this? It's a little bit... It is an odd shape, so it can't easily go there. I could, however, place it over here without much problem. Alright, let's place it down and ring the gong. I would... look, if we die at this point, we've had a good life. And also, we can say that this is us making amends for the death of those poor animals. Right, let's get rid of this at this point. We no longer need that there. Like, we can pick that stone manger up. But this is coming together fairly quickly. It's got so many really, really nice pieces of furniture in there. It kind of blows my mind. We probably shouldn't have everyone outside right now, though. Where are you going? Exactly. What on earth are you doing? Oh. You're collecting a goblin honor token. I mean, not against it. We're doing two things at the same time. Two things that might end our lives. Kobold stares longingly at your piles of gold. Grek, you notice me? What are you doing? We see you many treasures in piles and boxes. Us need many loots. You share, yes? Why do you need so much loot? You ask why? We offer to great goddess Kulgana. Bring great riches after life. Now you know, you need give us treasure. No. We take all gold. We revenge for hat melting. I mean, I'd be kind of annoyed if someone melted my hat as well. I'm not gonna lie. That seems a reasonable response, to be perfectly honest. But we should be able to handle this. The unfortunate thing is it is going to be kobolds. So they will be archers. So we'll probably have to go out and deal with them. That being said, we will have 3 archers by that time, which is going to be rather amazing. How is... let's have a quick look. How's Little Rabbit doing? On your way to level 3. Well done. Chasing a brown hare. Okay. I'm fine with this. As long as that brown hare doesn't mind. How is the building going? What are we waiting on right now? Probably the windows, I imagine. Yes, the windows and the small animal pasture beds. Okay, well, they're being made as fast as we can make them. I think they're probably being... Unfortunately, I couldn't tell where they were being made. What was making them... Right, okay. Right then, let's reorder this. I was hoping that I had selected a different crafter from my potter to make those. The windows obviously were going to be made by my potter. But I was hoping that we were having the small animal pasture beds being made by someone else to share out the amount of work. That would have been ideal in my mind. Still, we're making some pretty stonkingly good progress. Now, how would we design this wall to go around here? I'm thinking we could have a natural curve just over to this point. And yeah, we could have the little arches down the bottom just to allow water through. And then we could have a little moat in here, and the wall could come all the way around here, and then feed back with an arch, maybe even a double arch. Could have a walkway. Again, if I could only have these be flat, I could make a lattice pathway along. It would make these inoperable, but come on, it would look amazing. And that's good enough for me. But yeah, I think that's how we're going to do it. We're going to have this feed around and have a nice big ornate arch, maybe several arches leading up, and then by the time you get in here, you're under attack by my turrets. That will be the best way of doing it, but we're going to see how we can deal with the gongs first, before we worry about that one. Let's see. Now, so, if that's inspired by the Goblin Scout, are we going to have other gongs that are inspired by other creatures? Like one made by an Orc Scout, so on and so forth, so on and so forth? That wouldn't be bad. Ooh. Hello. Hello. This is a large group. I'm guessing they are the attackers? I mean, I'd kind of like you to come over to me, really, but maybe I could prod them a bit. That is certainly a possibility. However, I think I'm going to let them come to me. Because they may send out smaller groups. Like maybe 2 groups or 3 groups. If I went down there myself right now, I'd be fighting everything at once. And if I leave it a little bit, then my archer gets a bit more time to level it. But if we can, well, as long as we can get to level 3, then I'm happy with that, frankly. Let's have a look. If we order by name, let's have a scan. Aquatami, you're almost level 3, actually. Being said, we could get another person to join our warriors. We've got a couple of people. Hi Kaiser, Amira, not particularly high well. Actually, Kiarden, you're courageous. You know what, Kiarden? You're joining the army. There you go. It's a warrior's life for you. Go forth, equip yourself as best you can, and make us all proud. On that note, can we make anything in here? I'd kind of like some better gear. If we could get some better gear, it would be truly, truly marvelous. Doesn't look like we're able to. I could add in a maintenance order for a couple of items. So no, we don't want that. Steel lamellar armor. I wouldn't mind it. Sure, maintain 1. Use highest quality. Pop that at the top. And steel desert helm. Maintain 1. Pop that at the top. There we go. So we should, with those 2, be able to equip our entire footman contingent with steel armor, at least. Now, ultimately, the footmen, it matters more to give them weapons rather than armor. But that should be okay for now. Let's just get rid of these. Down to where we actually start making... Oh my lord, my crafting is a mess down here. There we go. That's about where we need to start digging it back. The silver is good. Let's get rid of the copper. Yeah, there we are. So, unfortunately, every time I've told them to maintain something, they're adding everything that's needed to do the entire maintenance order. And that's just really not good. It was interesting that it was able to intelligently decide that it would be better to use the bulk order there. That is impressive. I'm not going to lie. Pretty happy with it. Why they're adding all of these? Oh my lord, they're adding it to maintain the sorry, the tools. No, don't do this. I disapprove, and I just deleted something I didn't mean to delete because fine, it's okay. Let's just get all of this undone, all the way down, and hopefully we'll be able to get all of that sorted. Now, where are we sitting with this? We've still got many more to do. But as soon as that building is done, I think we're going to probably be wrapping up the episode there. And in the next one, yeah, we're going to be poking the bear. But for right now, my main concern is making sure my animals are taken care of. Hooray! We've got a new citizen joining us. Marvellous. Where are you going? Please don't join all the way over there. Oh, phew. You didn't join all the way over there. I could see that happening. Okay, well, let's find out who Takaya Alisa truly is. You have a nut intolerance. Right on. Takaya, you shall from henceforth be known as Aika. Welcome to Aavakeen, Aika. Vert Greenie is passing by. Something else. Is there anything I mean, I wouldn't mind grabbing some Highland Pine seeds, maybe. Sure, I'll buy those. But that's all I'm going to buy there. There we go. We should be able to plant some... Have we made the bright bells? Doesn't look like we have yet, which is worrisome. Oh my lord, that is a very tall tree. I think it's going to look kind of cool though. So sure, let's pop those down. And another one just in there as well. There we go. It's a little bit of a pain that we haven't got the bright bell seeds yet though. I really do hope that Promise Pack has been able to make those all for us. Right, we're just waiting on the last little bit of the shelter to be built. Now we should be good. This is a fantastic combo. Silkas is just maintaining the training dummies whilst our fresh military are working on them. And that takes a lot of bravery. They're just literally standing right next to it as it's being shot at. Well done, you. Alright, how are things going, Bubbles? We've got one more bed and then 2 more windows, so we're very, very close to finishing that off now. Happy days. Woohoo! Silkas has just achieved Engineer level 6, and with that I believe that we can, in fact, add down the last 2 turrets to our design. Oh, that's absolutely grand. On that note, let's have Silkas also start maintaining a couple of other things, namely the clamp trap. Let's go ahead and have... sure, let's maintain 6. Oh, well, no, let's go all the way up to 10 for these. And we'll pop those right up the top there. And, of course, get rid of everything. Oh my lord. Bye. There we go. And drop that down. There we go. We'll pop that one just under the turret, though. I would rather that one be maintained before the basic trap, but after the turrets. If we need to replace turrets, I want that done rather sharpish. Now, how are things going, Bubbles? Are we making... Oh, it looks like it has been made. It looks like it has been made, in fact. Can we get that in place, maybe? Perhaps it is a little bit obscured. Let's remove that last bit. I had to place that in there, unfortunately, as there were some issues there. Initially, it seemed to be a problem placing the window. If that is what's holding us up, that would be a little bit frustrating. But it looks like we've got plenty of folk dedicated to the building. I could push that a little bit harder by making sure that our builders, or at least some of our builders, no longer have any other job. And we'll have some haulers without any other job. And indeed some miners without any other job. And, well, actually no, the miners and indeed the builders, depending on the time, might realistically be needed elsewhere. But we'll see what we can do for now. We'll have 2 dedicated builders, 2 dedicated miners, and there we go. Oh, I'm so happy. This looks lovely. Let's pop a couple of little lights in there as well, just to light it up, just so that they know that they're safe. Let's pop one there and one there. Can they get close enough to do that? Hopefully, yes. We'll see how that goes. I mean, this is a candle, and in my mind that's fabric. It could be a recipe for disaster. But I think that's going to be where we're wrapping up today's episode. In the next one, we're going to be heading out to face off against the kobolds. And who knows what comes after that. And eventually, we'll actually cheer everyone up. Right now, it's going to take a little bit of time because everyone is so unhappy because everyone's pets died. But we'll get there eventually. I promise.